Hello everyone, welcome to my latest video. In this video we are going to be doing a monthly breakdown of my budget for the month of April. I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to hit that like button. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Christine Lane and here we talk about money, marriage, and motherhood, primarily focusing on budgeting and cash stuffing. I am a mom to 3 kids and I work full-time, and I just like to share my budgeting adventures with you guys to hopefully help you. Anyways, if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy my content. If you do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like this video. If you're returning, thank you so much for all my followers. I really do appreciate every time you guys hit that button. It helps me out. So let's go ahead and get started. Today we're going to be going over my April setup. I know that I said that I wanted to reduce the budget with me videos, which I am going to be doing that. I'm just going to be doing them once a month instead of doing them twice a month. And part of that reason is, for instance, like March is a month where I only get paid twice, but there's 3 Wednesdays, and Wednesdays is usually when I upload to my channel. So I need a little buffer in there to break up those weeks. So I decided that I will be doing just the monthly overlook, and I will be doing, since I get paid the same each paycheck, I will be doing like the whole month outlook for you guys in one video instead of doing 2 in that same month. So I hope you enjoy. I think I've mentioned it below, and I have it linked down below, that I am using the Budget By Paycheck Planner from the Budget Mom. And yeah, if you follow the link down below, you can go ahead and get access to this. I did this a digital version. I use the GoodNotes app on my iPad to do it. And I like that because it syncs to my phone. I can also do my cash nominations on here. So since when I go to the bank, since I have my phone, I can access that stuff, which I'll show you later on in this video. But yeah, if you have any questions about GoodNotes or about any of the downloads, please feel free to put them in the comments down below. All right, let's get to April. So here we go. I do like GoodNotes as well because I can take out extra pages. So like if you see here, I don't do like the monthly outlook, so I can just take that, the extra notes page, and I can just delete that. So that's just what I do. That's just like a little tip there for GoodNotes. But yep, here we go for April. So for my paycheck date, this is going to be 1 April. And let me reference back to my old paychecks real quick, just to get that number off the top here. All right. This is another reason I like using GoodNotes. And now I can just go to April like that, and then paste those numbers in here. So me and my husband get paid about the same. And I'm just going to put number 1. I'll zoom in so you guys can see that a little better. And number 2. So that's what I put in there. And then this is just going to be what we're going to budget out. So we got $63.50 that we're going to budget. So that's what we have there. And then as you'll see in my first paycheck, our outflow is a little bit higher on the first paycheck because that's when we pay stuff like our mortgage and just some of those more expensive bills. And so we have just more outflow on the first. So for instance, our not our mortgage, but like our second paycheck is what we use to pay like any extras or any stuff that we like want to pay off or put extra money towards. But I'm going to go ahead and do that same trick again. Oops. Where I can go ahead and select that, copy it, go up here to my favorites, and then paste. All right, so childcare also, whoops. So childcare also comes out on the first. Savings comes out on the first. Apple One comes out on the first. Then I think this comes out on the 7th. This is going to be $10 for Apple One. I believe it's $25. Savings is usually around $3.17. And then childcare, let me go ahead and add that up. It varies from month to month depending on, like, for instance, the month of April will be different because in the month of March, my daughter had spring break, so she didn't do her childcare. So, but I still budget for a certain amount. So we're going to do $725 for my son plus $215 for my daughter. So we are going to budget $940. Yeah, if they have like down days or like holidays or anything like that where they don't actually go to after school care, they do prorate that for us. So that's actually super nice. So let's go ahead and add that up real quick. So that is going to be $46.47. And then I also, wow, my light just turned off. It did that on my last video too. If that, I'm just going to plug it in real quick. Sorry about that, guys. Plug that in. There we go. Okay. So, where are we at? Variable expenses. So I did switch this up from my last month for my variable expenses. So we will go to the paycheck on the first. So so what I did is I added spending and soccer here to variable because it changes instead of keeping them over here in my sinking funds. So gas, groceries, and spending. I'm going to go ahead and do that. So luckily soccer's only getting $40. We each get $175 for our spending money for the paycheck. Groceries is always $5.50, so that doesn't really change. But I'm actually gonna bring my gas budget down this time because I didn't even have to get gas last paycheck, so I'll be getting it obviously in this next paycheck. But so I'm only going to budget, instead of doing the 240, I'm just gonna do 180 and see what my actual is at the end when I close it out. So let's go ahead and add that up. 1120. I'm gonna go back up to March for my sinking funds, the second paycheck. And then paste that. This is probably one of my favorite things about using GoodNotes, is the copy and paste function, because it's actually really easy to transfer over. But for family is 150. We've been really good about keeping this in the family and kiddos and everything. We've been really good about staying in budget. And some of my sinking funds are even starting to acquire a little bit more. When I was first getting used to it and I wasn't paying as much attention to my spending, I was spending more money. And so I wasn't good, but now I'm actually more disciplined after seeing my expenses laid out in front of me and everything. So I am feeling a lot better about that because I am more mindful of my spending. And that's really been, for me, the whole point of all this, was to be super mindful. So what I'm going to go ahead and do here, because I usually don't have extras, like I said, for the first. So I'm going to go ahead and take that $63.50 and subtract that $46.47. So that leaves us with $17.03. Then subtract that $11.20. That leaves us with $5.83. And then subtract that $4.80, and that leaves us with $103. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm just going to put cushion, because we finally registered the boat and everything. And so now we are working on building back up my cushion in my bank account. So that's what I'm going to do. So that's an overview of my paycheck on the first. I always save this total inflow and everything for the end when I actually close out my month, which we can go back and close out March. And if I like it, then I will keep it. But we'll do it at the end. yeah, but if I like it, I'll keep it in there. If not, I'll edit it out. And then if you guys can comment down below if I don't, then you guys can totally be like, no, we want to see it. And I can put it up there for you guys. All right, so gas is going to be oops, I always forget to switch it back to the pen, 180. So for our total, and so for this is going to be my cash envelope breakdown. As you can see, I'll go ahead and put 1 April up here. And this is just going to help me like align up how I do my cash denominations when I go do my own withdrawals so that I can do my cash stuffing after I get paid. So our total here is $1,600. And then we'll go ahead and do our cash denomination breakdown. So 1s, 5s, 10s, 20s, 50s, and 100s. So let's go ahead and do gas. So that's always 20s. I've talked about this before. I always get nervous about going to like the gas station and then being like, oh, we only take 20s. I don't know. That's the only place I ever go where I see we do not accept cash denominations over $20, but you never know. All right, so for groceries, we're going to do 2 100s. We'll do 4 50s. So that's going to be 200 plus 200. So that leaves us with 150 left. So we'll go ahead and do 5 20s. And then 3 10s and 4 5s. All right, so let me add that up just so I'm safe. So it's gonna be 20 plus 30 plus 100 plus 400 equals 550. I have miscounted that before, so don't want to do that again. Okay, so for spending money, we are going to do 2 50s each, 3 20s, 1 10, and 1 5. So 5 plus 10 plus 60 plus 100 equals 175. Okay. And then that's just going to be 2 20s for soccer. And then for a family, the 150, we're going to do, let's do 2 50s, 2 20s, and 1 10. Okay. And then for kiddos, I'm going to do 150, 2 20s, and a 10. And then Christmas is always easy. It's always going to be 1 100 and 1 5. Gifts can be 150. Household can be 150, 120, and 1 5. Okay. So let's add this up. We got 3 100s, 13 50s, 9 plus 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 6 plus 1. Got 27. And then 10s we have 7. 5s we have 8. And 0 1s. So that is 40, 70, 540, right? No, that's totally wrong. Or I think it is. Okay, 27 times 20, 540, I actually was right. 540, and then 13 times 650 plus 300. So $1,600. So that's what my cash denomination or my cash envelope breakdown is going to be. All right, so for the 15th, I'm gonna start with the same thing here. $63.50. And then I'm gonna go back to March because I really, that's another thing I've really enjoyed about keeping track, is that since I have the same bills every time, it helps with this. So I'm gonna copy this, even though the numbers are gonna be totally different. And then paste this. And the reason why these numbers are gonna be different is because, it's because sorry, my dog was barking, is because our cell phone plan went down a little bit, and then we've paid off some of these cards and stuff here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the budget, whoops. Like I said, I do that every time. So $167 for cell phone, $150 for insurance, $908 for the boat. Chase 1 is going to be $560. Chase 2 is going to be $240. NFM is going to be $120. USAA is going to be $150. I don't know why that's so bad. $317 for savings. And Amazon is going to be $5 because that's all I have left on that card. There's no more balance left, so. Let me see. All right, so let's go ahead and add that up. It's going to be $26.17. And then this is going to be gas, groceries, and then it's April, so we will have trash on this one. And then I put mud, but it's our gas and water bill. OPPD, which is our electric company. And then internet. And then we will do the K spending and B spending. And then we'll do soccer just to be sure, but I want to say I'm going to get to empty that soccer envelope out to put it in my savings challenges, because he's pretty surplus now that he has everything he needs. Now it's just waiting for like the snacks and stuff like that. Actually, I'm going to do these first. So gas, I'm going to budget for $240 on here, just in case that was an anomaly that I went a whole month without getting, or not a whole month, a whole paycheck without getting gas. So for mud, since it's still freezing here, I'm going to budget for $200. It got really high there in January when it was really cold because our heat is gas, but it should be a little bit warmer now. Should be able to keep track of it. So, but for my OPPD, I do want to go back and check what I budgeted for last time. 75, so I'm going to do the same, especially since that's our power bill. I'll do the same because we should be using less power since it's getting warmer. Wrong one. So I'm going to do 75. All right. So it's going to be 17, 20, 9. And then sinking funds will be the same. So if you've watched any of my previous videos, you will see that I was talking about doing like a boat envelope for my husband just to get stuff on his boat. It's his first year with his boat. And so I just want, you know, unexpected expenses, right? Like you don't know what it's going to take to operate it. You don't know what it's going to take or what you're going to need to plus up. Like we had to get, you know, life jackets and get it registered and insurance, all that type of stuff. So but he hasn't figured out how he wants to do that yet. So I'm just leaving it alone for now. So if you see me stuffing my envelopes and it's still nothing in the boat envelope, that's why. household is 75, and I'm glad that my gifts is getting plussed up because my husband's birthday is coming up this month. My daughter's birthday is coming up this month. And then also my nephew's birthday. My sister's going to be coming up to visit us. My nephew and my daughter's birthday are only 2 days apart. And so she's going to come up and visit us around that time so that we can celebrate them together, which will be super fun. So I'm excited about that. All right, so let me go ahead and add this up because like I said, this is the paycheck where we can throw in some extra debt over here and such. So that leaves us with $1,524. And I want to say we might have some extra income coming here shortly that will pay off some of these over here. So I don't want to allocate too much there for the second card because between that payment right there and then the extra income that my husband might get for his job, we will probably pay that off. So what I want to focus on for this leftovers is going to be this USAA. So if I am already paying 150, so I'm going to put another like 120 towards it, and that should pay that off. And then the Chase one. So the Chase one, yes, it is credit card debt, but it's at 0% interest. We did the My Chase plan, which if you have Chase, totally support that. And so I'm paying this $560 off because we put a charge on there basically to make it 0% interest. So we're just trying to pay it off. So I still want to put money towards my savings challenges. So let me see. For extra savings, not right there. I'm just going to put like envelopes like 500 because I really want to work on getting some of those. If you watched my previous video, my 100 envelope challenge, I really need to work on getting some of those higher ones. So yeah, I'm going to say 500. So let's take 1524 minus 500 minus 120 towards that card. And then the reason that's my card that I get, that I reload my Starbucks, but since I actually budget for that, it gets paid off immediately. This was just a little bit of extra, so I'm going to pay that off and be done with it. And then I need to change some of my payment accounts that were linked to my USAA to my Chase account. The reason why I still have USAA is because I just need to move those payments over, but for the most part, like, we're done using USAA. But I have $904 left, so I'm going to put 700 there, so minus 7, and then I'm going to put cushion right there. So this is going to be 820, and this would be 704. So let's make sure that we are at 0. So we had 1524 left over minus the 820 minus the 704 gives us 0. So sorry about that, you guys. She should be quiet. She doesn't normally bark, so that kind of threw me off a little bit. She's a pretty quiet dog. Definitely the quietest dog I've ever had. So okay, let me see if these are the exact same. No, they're not. Gas is different. So actually, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here and just copy this and then go over to paste all that there. It's so much faster that way. I'm telling you, GoodNotes is where it's at. And then change my gas from 180 to the 240. So that would give us $1,660. That was nothing changed but the $1,600. So let's go ahead and do our 1s, 5s, 10s, 20s, 50s, and 100s. And I forgot to add one, actually. Scratch that. Since this is I get to do $500 in my cash envelopes. So, or my 100-day envelope challenge. So that will change. All right, so total is going to be $21.60, I believe, but let me add that up just to be sure. Yep, $21.60. Hey guys, so here I am just breaking down my cash denominations just like I did in my first paycheck from the month of April. So I just thought I'd play a little bit of music and go at it here a little bit faster than I did in my first paycheck in April. So I hope you enjoy it. Envelopes. Okay, so I know I want to work on like filling up my 90s. So I'm trying to think how many I would need to do, or actually maybe I should work on my 80s. I don't know. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 4 50s. So that'd be 200. Plus, I'm just going to do 10 20s. No, because then that one, I can't do that. All right, I'm going to do 8 20s. So what would that be? 160. So plus 160. And then there's some 10s in there maybe. So we still have 140. No, I do need more 20s. Whoops. So 4 50s. What, 10 20s? So 4 50s is 200 plus 200. So that leaves us with 100. So let's just do 6 10s. So plus 60. And then 8 5s. No, ooh, I got an idea actually. Just kidding. So we're going to do 2 5s. And then 31s. See where we're at. This is going to be fun. I don't know if you guys have ever actually watched my envelope stuffing, like when I stuff my savings challenges, but it's pretty funny because, or in my opinion, it's funny, I guess, because I do it like on screen. I don't plan it out. Like I try to know what I'm looking for, but I don't like actually plan it out. So yeah, it's pretty funny to watch. So we'll see what I end up doing with those 3 ones. Maybe I can add those 2s back. That's not right. Dang, there's a lot of 20s. I hope it fits in my envelopes. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17 50s, and 3 100s. And the 100s are always easy. This is going to be 850. 800. I don't know why. I don't know why I did that. All right, and it's going to be 50 and then 5s and 30s and 1s. Let's add that up. That is correct. So that's what I have for April so far. So my first paycheck, my second paycheck, and then I want to go back to March and see where I'm at. All right, I think it all looks good. So I hope that you enjoyed doing my little budget with me. I know it's been a little while since I've done them because, like I said, the videos, they just don't do as well, which I get it. It's not as fun as sitting there like cashing up cash and everything. But if you did make it to the end, that's kind of like my monthly overview. I'll knock out my month at first, and then I'll go in there either every paycheck or after some stuff comes out or things change and make adjustments that way. I don't really do like big closeouts every month, but I am trying to do that a little bit more and track not my charges so much because I'm pretty good about either if I use a card, immediately taking the money out of my cash envelopes, or using cash. So I haven't been tracking that as much. I mean, I could always be better, but anyways, if you made it to the end, I really appreciate that. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video. And thank you to all my new subscribers. Welcome to my channel as well. I really do appreciate you guys. And every day that I have a new subscriber, I do a little happy dance. So I hope you guys continue to follow along. And please, if you guys want to see anything at all for content, please comment down below. I'm hoping in April I'm able to switch up a little bit here and there. So I hope you enjoyed. Bye. Hey guys, thank you so much if you made it to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you on my next cash stuffing video.